Well, hey everyone, Geezer Tony here. Today we're going to do a new What's in the Bag for 2024. I think I'm pretty well set on clubs, except for possibly one wedge that I need to make an adjustment on. So I did one a few months ago, but I have made some changes, so I thought maybe you'd be interested to know what they are. Hey everyone, Geezer Tony here. Before we get started on the video, I just wanted to remind everyone about my upcoming short game series here in the spring. Be sure to come back and check out the short game series. So let's start with the bag. I use a Sun Mountain stand bag because it has 14 individual dividers that keep the clubs from tangling up when you get them in and out. The dividers go all the way down individually, so it's a lot less wear on the grips and a lot easier to get your clubs in and out while you're playing. That's mainly why I have this bag. It's a very good bag. As I said, it has a stand on it for carrying, but I never carry it. So we'll start here with the driver. I'm still hitting the Ping G400, 10.5 adjusted down to 9-degree driver, Ping G400. Had this for a few years, and anytime I go test at the fitters, nothing beats it, so I'm still using it. It also has a Slay shaft. I know a lot of you never heard of it. I had never heard of it. It's just one that we tried at the fitter and it worked out great. Well, actually, it worked out great in another club in my driving iron. And so I like the shaft so much, I said, let's try one in the driver. We tried it and I like it. So that's a Slay 55-gram stiff graphite shaft. And next we go to the 3 and the 5 wood, which I was fitted for at the PXG fitters some years ago, and I also have that same Slay shaft in the 3 wood because I liked it so much. So this is the PXG Gen 4 0341X 3 wood. And I guess I could say three wood is the one club that I have the most trouble with, just like everyone else. So I hit this one fairly well, so I'm not going to change it. And the 5 wood matches it, except for it has the shaft that PXG put in it, which is even flow Riptide 60-gram stiff shaft. So those are the fairway woods. And now we'll go to the driving iron that I mentioned. It was made for me at the fitter. It's a Cobra King Tech Utility 3-iron, and I had them lofted at 20 degrees. I like this club a lot. I use it off the tee out here at Sanford quite a bit because we have a lot of shorter par 4s that have sharp dog legs, and I can't hit drivers. I can't cut them around the corner, so this is a perfect club. Plus, I hit it sometimes second shot on a par 5 if there's no bunkers in front of the green. I don't hit it up real high off the ground, but I can still get it out there about between 210 and 230 in summertime. So really like this club a lot. We're going to move down to the wedges first, and I still have my old, I don't know how old this thing is. It's probably 12 years old or more technology, and I can't seem to find anything that I feel is good with around the greens with this one. And I have tried several and they just didn't work out, so I'm sticking with this. The grooves are pretty worn, but it still works great. It stops like it should, so I'm not really worried about how old it is. I just like how it performs for me. Then I still have my old 52 gap wedge, no name brand from Value Golf that I've been using for a good 10 years at least that I like. That's my gap wedge, which brings us to the other gap wedge. I have a new set of irons, and we'll get to that in a minute. So the reason I said earlier on that I may change some wedges is because this gap wedge and this gap wedge go the same distance, and I need one that goes a little farther between this and my pitching wedge. So that's I'll either have to get something different or try to have one of these bent. So that's why I mentioned I might need to do some wedge changing in the bag. And now to the putter, still using the Wilson Infinite arm lock putter. I've been using this for probably 4 or 5 years now. I like it a lot. I putted well with the short putter. I probably still could, but I just like how this feels stable and doesn't let you wobble your hands around. So that's why I stick with it. Again, Wilson Staff Infinite Arm Lock Putter. So now we get to the irons. I have changed the irons. Last year I was using PXG irons, and I like those irons, but I have changed to the Callaway Paradigm X, which is the game improvement type. Strange thing is, no fitter would ever have me try these clubs. It was just a fluke that that I came upon. One of our customers in a golf school had a set of these, and I hit his, and I hit it great. So I found a nice set at a reasonable price and got them, and I hit them better probably than any irons I've ever had. So I'm not too proud as a low handicapper to use these game improvement clubs if I hit them better, and neither should you be. Use what works. So these are the Paradigm X. They have, this is what's really strange. They have graphite shafts. I've never hit a graphite shafted iron before. It's also a lightweight 65-gram shaft, and it's a regular flex. I've never hit regular flex irons before. So normally what I'm hitting is a 110-gram steel shaft rather than a 65-gram graphite shaft. And the steel shafts are stiff flex, and these are regular. So why does that all work? I don't really know. I don't really need to know. All I know is that when I hit it, it's a lot easier for me to hit a good shot. It goes a lot higher than they used to, and I'm real happy with them. I wanted to show my buggy. It's not cleaned up, but this is actually an essential part of my golf equipment because I pretty much always walk when possible. I highly recommend it. It's good for you. It'll slow the game down. It'll help you play better. And so this is a click gear, and we have the seat attachment, which comes extra, but it's very well worth it. And then up here on the top, I have my contraption where when I'm videoing while I'm walking, this is the phone that I use to make the video with, and I can adjust it around here and there and do what I need to rather than trying to drag a tripod around. I guess that's about it for now. We're out here on a glorious mid-February day. It's going to be like 65 degrees, and I'm going to play golf. I'll probably video that too, and you'll see that later on. But for now, this is Geezer Tony signing off. Until next time.